From sleet to just cold rain, winter is back with a vengeance, but for how long?
Saying go back to home. I'm waiting for you. You know that. I love you so much.
She's been missing for days. Tonight, a heartbroken message from a mom pleading for answers. The clock is winding down to another government shutdown. Tonight, Texas takes center stage in that debate.
Release all that, let it go.
And fired up yoga, the unusual twist for a calming exercise. Live from Victory Park, this is WFAA News at 6. It has been a cloudy, soggy, dreary day across North Texas, and those winter temperatures are sticking around at least for a little bit. Thank you for joining us here at 6. We want to get straight over to meteorologist Jesse Hawila, and more rain tonight.
More rain. In fact, a lot more rain over the next 24 to 48 hours. So what we're having now, a little sampler, if you will, of some sprinkles and light drizzle across the Metroplex. You've noticed it's not rained very hard today. And it's not been that widespread. We've just had a little bit of drizzle, some sprinkles. Any of the steadier precipitation is in East Texas right now, but we're just priming up the atmosphere for more rain later tonight and on and off rain throughout the day Sunday. In fact, Sunday is going to be the wetter of the 2 days of the weekend. And it's been cold too. Temperatures just a few degrees above freezing. Imagine the disaster we'd have on our hands if it were 30 degrees right now, but it's 35 in Fort Worth. There's the cloudy sky, some drizzle falling there. Dallas Baptist University down to 34 degrees under an overcast sky as well. Some light rain will increase in coverage tonight, and temperatures will stay steady, if not go up a degree or two by the time we get to daybreak. 9 o'clock temperature, you're going to be at 35, 30% coverage of rain, 30% coverage of light rain still at midnight. But notice here by 5, then by daybreak, the rain chance gets even higher. We'll talk about the widespread rain on Sunday, when it all moves out, and when 70s return coming up.
Thanks, Jesse. If you are going to be out tomorrow and want to keep an eye on that rain, be sure to have our WFAA app so you can get live radars and find up-to-the-minute forecasts anytime, anywhere. Today's weather did not stop searchers near White Rock Lake. Police spent hours there searching for a Grand Prairie couple that's been missing for days. This, of course, has been torture for the woman's family, and Cleo Green spoke with her mom, who has a message for her daughter.
It's a pain no mother should ever have to feel. Vania Rios lives in Mexico. She says when she got word that her daughter went missing, she came back to Texas to find her.
Every single night when I come here and I see the house, I was crying every single day.
26-year-old Welton Garcia and her boyfriend, Alfonso Hernandez, were last seen on Tuesday. The couple has 2 children together. And on Friday, police found his vehicle here in the White Rock Lake area in Dallas. We're learning a few weeks ago, Welton filed a restraining order against Hernandez, and that led to a warrant for his arrest.
I don't want to say nothing bad about the family, Alfonso's family, because they don't know nothing. I think I'm feeling like they are feeling so bad like me.
While investigators continue to comb through this area, this mother has a message for her daughter.
I'm waiting for you. You know that. I love you so much. You know, Mama. You know, Flaquita, te quiero, I love you. Please go back. Just I'm waiting for you. Please.
In Grand Prairie, I'm Cleo Green.
The man responsible for a deadly shooting in South Dallas has turned himself in to police. Detectives say 56-year-old Michael Hudson shot 2 people over a parking space near Hull Avenue and Linfield Road. One of those victims died at the hospital. The other still fighting for his life at Baylor. Hudson is expected to be charged with first-degree murder. Rowlett police are thankful that this wreck overnight was not worse. You're looking at a totaled police cruiser. Investigators say this car was blocking traffic on I-30 when a suspected drunk driver plowed right into it. No one involved was seriously hurt. Tragedy in Fort Worth also overnight. A 70-year-old woman died in this house fire near Mansfield Highway and Miller Avenue. Firefighters say she was trapped inside that home, then transferred to JPS Hospital where she died. At this point, we still don't know what caused that fire. We are quickly approaching what could be the second government shutdown of the year. That temporary funding bill that passed last month runs out next week. And with no deal on President Trump's border wall, many think another shutdown is likely. ABC's Marcus Moore reports today a group of Democrats traveled to the Texas border to see what life there is really like.
As Democrats and Republicans in Washington work to break the stalemate over border security and avoid a second government shutdown, some lawmakers visited El Paso, Texas. House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer and a group of House Democrats traveled to the border town to meet with immigrant advocates to discuss the humanitarian situation there. They also visited the point of entry, where 8-year-old Guatemalan Felipe Alonso Gomez died while in Customs and Border Protection custody. And they received a border security briefing from federal law enforcement agencies. Their visit comes 2 days ahead of President Trump's planned visit to El Paso on Monday. He's still digging in on his border wall.
I will get it built. Simply put, walls work and walls save lives.
While in El Paso, the president will speak at a Make America Great rally, but there are no plans for him to visit the border. Former Congressman and El Paso native Beto O'Rourke will attend a protest meant to counter the president's visit. O'Rourke's office issuing a statement saying Beto O'Rourke will join with his city on Monday evening to show the country the reality of the border. A vibrant, safe, binational community that proudly celebrates its culture, history, diversity, and status as a city of immigrants. Marcus Moore, ABC News, Los Angeles.
O'Rourke will get plenty of press this week and this spring. While he still hasn't announced his plans for the 2020 election, HBO announced that it's releasing a documentary based on his 2018 Senate run. The film will be called Running with Beto and will premiere at March's South by Southwest Festival in Austin. It will air on HBO later this year. Meanwhile, another high-profile Democrat made her candidacy official today. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren confirmed that she is running for president in front of a large crowd. Well, she isn't even in high school yet, but this Texas teen doesn't have to worry about paying for college. Avon Horn of Abilene just sold her Grand Champion steer for a cool $195,000 at the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. Hillwood Properties, which manages the Alliance Corridor in northern Tarrant County, brought the nearly 1,400-pound steer today. It tells the Star-Telegram that Bentley will be donated to the Arlington Heights Future Farmers of America program. Tonight is your last chance to go enjoy the Stock Show and Rodeo at the Will Rogers Coliseum. There is an indoor rodeo at the Coliseum tonight at 7:30. The show is sold out, but you can still enjoy some of the exhibits and the Midway tonight. Calming, peaceful, relaxing, all words that you'd probably use to describe a yoga class. Just not this one. The words describing it are cursing, screaming, even kicking. But first, some scary moments inside of a bank. Police officers tasing a teen right there at the counter.
And coming up, I've got college basketball highlights that include something TCU hasn't done in 25 years. Plus, find out why Tony Romo has to leave the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. That's later in sports.
Behind your back. He's reaching for something. Behind your back. Put your hand behind your back.
That video shows an Oklahoma police officer tasing a teenager inside of a bank. Investigators say an Uber driver called in a tip saying the teen and his friends were going to rob that bank. Officers arrived quickly and questioned the teens when one reached for something behind his back. That is when an officer tased him and found a loaded gun. That teen was arrested. The two others released into their parents' custody. Federal investigators are now reviewing those bombshell allegations by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. He claims the National Enquirer and its publisher, AMI, tried to extort and blackmail him into calling off an investigation into the tabloid. Now prosecutors are looking to see if those actions violated an earlier deal where the publisher could not commit a crime for 3 years. That deal comes from the case against President Trump's former personal attorney, Michael Cohen. If investigators find that AMI broke the law, it could be charged with campaign finance crimes. If you're headed out tonight, bring an umbrella and maybe an extra layer, right, Jesse?
A couple extra layers. It's chilly outside. So we're talking about rain for Sunday, but I think a lot of you wondering when the sun's going to come back. I have the answer coming up.
Yoga is supposed to be calming, relaxing, almost a spiritual exercise. But Lauren Talrico introduces us to a Texas instructor flipping that script. She is replacing namaste with some not very friendly TV words.
Hi, I'm Ashley. Are you doing the class tonight? Would you like a yoga mat? Yoga itself actually means union, so union with yourself. Exhale out through your mouth. And that's not always just like super calm breathing, practicing like quiet time like a lot of yoga places are. Yeah. And people need to like release and let go. Exhale, kick on that. It's a great thing to just scream it out. Get rid of all that tension in your head, your neck, your jaw, everything. Let it go. My name is Ashley Duzich and we're at Brash Brewery and we're gonna do Rage Yoga. Exhale, release all that.
Let it go.
Rage Yoga is a practice that involves breathing, stretching, mudras, yoga postures, and a lot of bad humor. One of the funniest things I think I ever heard was, I told you to do the dishes. We actually take beer breaks during the class. Cheers. It's definitely not for everybody, and that's totally okay. I also don't recommend bringing your children. We're all angry about something, and we all have been holding on to an F-bomb for a little bit too long. Yeah. So that's what this does. It allows you to have a safe space to let go of your anger and frustration and rage in a healthy way. And then also wash it all away with some ice cold beer.
To come up all the way. Exhale. Yeah. All right.
Oh man, we are cracking up over here. I can't believe that's how that story ended.
I've never considered myself a yogi until about 2 minutes ago.
I mean, it's like those rage rooms where you can break things.
Yeah.
Kind of the same idea, just getting it out. I kind of like that.
I like it too.
We'll have to talk to Sonia, see if we can get something like that cooking
I'd
up
like
here in North Texas.
I'd like to see Sonia Azad get on something like this. I will participate, Sonia. If you get me involved in that, I'm all on board. Yeah,
well, she'll have to do a Channel 8 yoga class so we can all let go of that, you know, light rage we're all carrying around.
There might be a lot of beeps.
That's true.
Lots.
We won't record any video of that. So tonight, if people are headed out, and really tomorrow too, more rain, just more of the same.
Crummy.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
Yeah.
Some of you like it, but if you take a look here, the high today was only 39. Ooh. We should be close to 60 degrees this time of the year. The low this morning was 34, record high 87 degrees. Right now it's 34 degrees, cloudy skies, some drizzle, some sprinkles, some light rain. That's all falling across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Winds out of the east anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. For the rest of tonight, here's what we expect. Increasing rain chances. Notice how it kind of goes up 20% each time we go from 12 to 7 a.m. Then we're talking more widespread rain tomorrow morning. And you can see satellite radar shows just some drizzle, some very light rain, otherwise cloudy skies. Steadier rain well east of the Metroplex this evening. But I want to show you what happens over the next several hours. This is midnight. Let's get you into daybreak on Sunday. Clouds, they're staying with us. They're not going anywhere. Rain, though, does become a little more widespread. On and off rain throughout the entirety of Sunday. Does that mean it's going to be raining every single hour of the day? It's not going to do that, but it's going to be here and there throughout the afternoon. This is noon. Look at this. This is 5 p.m. You see the idea. Just some light scattered rain. No thunderstorms are in the forecast for Sunday, but another cloudy and cold day with high temperatures stuck in the 40s. With the cold rain. It's a good day to stay inside, I'll tell you that much. So here you go, breaking it down by coverage. The peak of the coverage is really right across the heart of North Texas and the Metroplex, 80% here. Off to the west, it's a little bit less, but here's the important thing. It's not going to rain constantly all day, but just understand that it's not going to be there's not going to be any sunshine, and there's going to be quite a few periods of rain moving through. Then late Sunday night, the rain will continue, and if we're going to squeeze out any thunder, that's going to be late Sunday into early Monday. We might see some thunderstorms move in, but severe weather is absolutely not in the forecast. And then by the time we get to midday Monday, guess what? More rain. I'm getting sick of talking about it. Cloudy skies, some scattered showers, and then finally, take a look. By Monday night, there you go. The clearing trend begins. That leaves us with sunshine by the time we get to Tuesday. So we're not talking heavy rain falling over the next couple of days. It's all going to be relatively light. It's just going to be very persistent. So when you add it all up, we're talking widespread 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of rain for most of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If you're going to squeeze out higher totals, it's going to be east of the Metroplex, areas like Greenville, Sulphur Springs, down through Canton and Mineola. You may see up to 3/4 inch close to an inch of rain as you work closer toward Texarkana. And then the high temperatures, you're going to see a big difference between tomorrow and Monday. These are the highs tomorrow: 47 degrees in Dallas, 46 in McKinney, Greenville 46. Then we warm up immensely by the time we get to Monday. In fact, we're above normal. High temperatures in the middle and upper 60s. McKinney at 66 degrees, all the way down through Granbury at 67. So tonight's low, it's where we are right now. We're going to stay in the middle 30s for the rest of tonight. Passing showers tonight, on and off rain tomorrow, cloudy and cold, a high of 47. There are the next 10 days, 63 degrees on Wednesday, 70 on Valentine's Day, small chance of rain, nothing to cancel any plans over, and then some ups and downs all the way through next weekend. Joe, I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Will you go to yoga with me?
Absolutely, if it's rage yoga. Are you kidding me?
He's in.
Marie, are you in?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about rage yoga more. I've got a cousin who's a yogi. She just started her. I'm going to call her and say, hey, you need to look into this.
This is some.
Do it, right?
I'm saying
they're onto something,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Corporate America can get into that.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
need to.
You got to let it go. Got to let it go. All right, we got plenty of sports highlights coming your way. In fact, we also want to tell you why Tony Romo, who came up with that incredible golf shot, actually had to leave Pebble Beach. We'll tell you why he withdrew coming up next. With football season coming to a close and Luka mania raging, the Stars are doing what they can to grab the attention of local sports fans. The guys in green, they're doing it too. They've actually won 5 of the last 6, finishing up their mom's road trip with a game against Phoenix this afternoon. Stars trail 3-0 late in the third, but Brett Ritchie breaks the scoring drought to make it 3-1. Then just 27 seconds later, Alexander Radulov scores again for the Stars, and they pull within 1. The final 3 minutes were fast and furious, but the rally falls 1 goal short. Stars fall in this one 3-2, their first regulation loss since the All-Star break. Mavs get back to work tomorrow against Portland, and it must be nice. With all the buzz they've created by acquiring Kristaps Porzingis, it feels like they've got a free pass for the rest of the season. Good thing. The now undersized Mavs gave up 80 points in the paint, losing to the Bucks last night. Giannis Antetokounmpo powered his way to 29 points. Mavs get out-rebounded 51-37, but it's all good because the future is still so bright.
We're small, so we gotta go harder, and we gotta be more resourceful. We gotta be more persistent. That's going to have to be our calling card with this group.
Back NCAA tournaments for the first time in.
Run to stun Iowa State. Frogs guard Kendrick Davis breaks out with a career-high 22 points. TCU beats number 17 Iowa State 92-83. The Frogs' first road win over a ranked team in 25 years. Texas Tech, meanwhile, opened the second half with an 11-2 run to take control against Oklahoma, and that pretty much does it. The Red Raiders improved to 7-4 in the Big 12 within striking distance of league leader K-State. They get the win today against OU.
Oh, yeah. Nice shot.
They like it.
Yeah, what a shot. There it is.
Come on.
Did you see Tony Romo's shot from the hospitality tent that went viral on Friday? Man, Romo just continues to have a great year. On a somber note, though, Romo actually had to withdraw from the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am so he could return here to Dallas to attend the funeral of former Cowboys quarterbacks coach Wade Wilson. Meanwhile, back at the tournament, Dallas favorite Jordan Spieth would have been much closer to the lead if it weren't for this wayward tee shot on 18 into the rocks. Love on the rocks. Double bogey there. You didn't think that was coming, did you? Double bogey there to finish at 7 under par. He's 8 shots back. Meanwhile, Phil Mickelson's in solo second at 13 under par, just 2 shots behind your third-round leader, who is Paul Casey. So, yeah, I'm going to go do some rage yoga real quick. Get me limbered up for tonight's show.
Well, give us 30 seconds and we'll join you because we do want to show you this. A huge celebration at Dallas's Northpark Shopping Center today. Hundreds came out for the Chinese New Year Festival. There was a dragon performance you see here. They also had some calligraphy, noodle pulling, even some lessons and demonstrations with the Chinese yo-yo. I don't know if you guys know this, but one of our own, Tiffany Liu, was there today working the Chinese yo-yo, and she was on a competitive Chinese yo-yo team.
Is that right? That's fantastic.
She was. Check out her Twitter for a little video of her in action.
Going right there, and then I'm going to do yoga.
Okay.
Tiffany and I have a little bit of a rivalry going on.
Do you?
When we had our holiday party, I brought in some chocolate-covered nonsense. It was ridiculous. She comes in with a cake that looks like a television. She had like the fondant, and it just looked amazing. So
the dessert competition is tough.
I'll get you next year, Tiffany.
All right, well, you need to pick up Chinese yo-yo, apparently.
That too.
We'll do it after the yoga. All right. We've got a lot to do, so we'll let you go, and we'll see you back here tonight after the game.